Hi guys, it's Sherry.
It's Terry.
I'm Patty.
It's Cindy.
And we are
Sisters Chatting
Dead.
Woo!
Okay, so how do we feel about everything? Are we good?
We're fine.
That looks okay.
Oh, whatever.
Daryl. Okay.
She wants Daryl to be seen, but do you guys even
Hi,
notice Daryl?
Hi, Daryl.
Okay, guys, so this is what?
No, I was just thinking about tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first things first. Okay, season 6 ended. We don't even have to talk about season 6.
No.
All we have to say is bye, Glenn.
Glenn dead,
Thank
y'all.
you. Bye, Glenn. That
Glenn's
was the
dead,
that
y'all.
was the sum of it.
So no one's gonna mention Abraham.
Shush. We're gonna get to that.
All right.
Man.
Well, actually, you do that on
Ain't
your
no
time.
meh.
You do that on your time. Season 7 opens up
Cry in the corner.
after the death. Hold me, someone, of Glenn and Abraham.
Ain't no.
I'm
and
gonna be
Abraham.
honest with you guys.
Abraham.
Season 7 is kind of taps
Yeah.
for Glenn and Abraham. Season 7, yes, be my theme music.
That's why
Season
my
7
energy is
is
very
kind of a
low.
blur to
Yeah.
me. They lost me after the death of Glenn at the end of season 6.
Glenn was one of my
So-
favorite characters. I still have 2 left, but Glenn.
Yeah. I'm still in a state of shock, guys. They know. I was just like, no, this can't be happening. So season 7 opens up
Abraham.
with them on their knees
Yes.
after having witnessed the brutal death of Abraham and Glenn. Just one thing I want to say about that. I really wasn't ready to accept it. I was like, this can't be real. But you know what? I think his first death prepared us
did
for
prepare
this
us.
one.
He had like a couple of really
Running
close
ones.
calls.
Yep. I think they were
thought-
preparing us.
When
For
Maggie
the
was on top of the tower and he
Yeah.
came back and he was like brought all the walkers to him
Yeah.
and it's
Yep.
fed upon her. That was one. I mean, when he was stuck at the prison, he was the last one there at the prison, and him and Tara.
In the mall.
And I
with
Yeah.
the elevator
Yeah.
doors.
by the garbage.
By the-
Yeah.
Oh, and when
Yeah.
the guy went at Terminus, when the guy was gonna, he was next to
Oh,
the guy
yeah.
to
When,
get hit with the
Yeah.
bat.
Yes.
And so
I didn't think
So
of
he should
that.
have gotten
It's
it
a
a long
great-
time
So-
ago.
A great loss.
Yeah.
I like that we're unscripted because I didn't
Yeah.
plan to go that route, but I like that we could all see how at certain points it was leading up to Glenn's death
Yeah.
to prepare us because he was such a big character. He was such a powerful presence to me on the show. So they needed to make us and the fans ready. So I'm gonna move on from that. My main question: do we blame Daryl, your man, for Glenn's death?
I don't blame Daryl for anything because of the time.
Oh, she stepped right in.
I don't. That's my Daryl. He did what he had to do. Somebody would have had to do what Daryl did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's just be real about
I
it.
agree with her because to not respond, you just saw
You're
your
being
friend
complacent.
brutally
That's it.
murdered.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though him and Abraham didn't have such a long history, it was like you just beat down one of our own. You beat him to the ground. You beat him to a pulp. I'm not going to sit by and let him just, think he can do this and get away with it. And
I
Daryl's
get it.
He
first
was showing
response-
love.
I get it, but
And
I was mad.
Daryl's response is always to get right in there. and do
Yay,
what he needs to do.
Daryl.
I can't take her.
Daryl.
I can't take
Okay.
her. Okay.
So I don't blame him.
Okay. guys.
As his personal, whatever I am.
In her head.
Did you ever see pictures of Daryl as a model?
Yes.
He was. Oh,
He was
Yeah.
gorgeous.
my.
He
Not-
was
I mean,
gorgeous.
his name is
I
not
can't
Daryl. His name is Norman
even.
Reedus.
I can't.
But he was
I have
gorgeous.
his necklace. I have a
Stay
bottle
on
hat.
top.
He's embedded in her heart. See, this is gonna be long. I'm sorry, guys. I could
Stay on
skip to my
topic.
next question if you guys
Daryl,
like. But
do
go
you
ahead.
like
He
a
gonna get
little
a
bit of chocolate?
Restraining order against you.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So as
Do you
the
blame him?
person that's in his corner, I feel like I'm supposed to,
Keep it
fully
real.
support him.
Yeah.
But this disclaimer here,
Mhm.
they made me tell the truth. Daryl, I kind of blamed you, but I blamed him since season 6. I blamed him.
thank
for the whole,
you. Thank you,
I blamed
Cindy.
him because he had a personal vendetta against Dwayne, and so that sent him
Right.
out
It
into
did.
the
Dwight,
Dwight,
yeah.
whatever his name is,
Yep.
Scarface, sent him out there into the woods several times on these runs.
Yeah.
And at that last episode, it made him his anger and stuff made him go running after
Yep.
unadvised.
Yep.
Rogue.
Ill-advised.
He was just like
Rogue.
rogue.
He
Yeah.
went rogue.
Ill-advised. You went out on your own. Nobody told you to do that, and then that made Rosita and Michonne, and that
He
made
was
them all
upset.
have to go
It's
running after you.
understandable.
Risky
It made
lives.
everybody
Yeah.
come looking for you. Think they wasn't gonna look for you,
Yeah.
and because of that, they all wound up in this place.
Ugh.
So I
Yep.
think
Yeah.
because of that, and the fact that he didn't kill Dwight
I
when
was
he
gonna
first
say he should
met
have.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
That's
should
the
have
policy.
ended that.
They were getting so
Of the
weird
show.
at certain
That.
points.
Yeah, when you got them, you tried to save them, and then
Yeah.
you told them about the community.
Yeah.
What kind of how many people have you killed? That little
Yeah.
introduction to you want to come back and live with us.
Yeah.
So he shouldn't have done that. So I believe there was a series of events
Yeah.
that Daryl did
Remember,
that
a
led
part
up
of,
to
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
that led up to him.
Yeah.
But anyway, we
A
interrupted.
part
you.
of Daryl's character is to search for king. He was building the kingdom.
But
That's
as
what
an
he was doing.
but in anger, you generally get people killed. When you're
Yeah.
in anger, you get people killed because
Exactly.
you're not
Stupid
thinking.
gets you killed. Didn't,
Yeah, look at
Michonne say that one time?
Rosita. Anger gets people killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anger gets people killed. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why I did kind of blame him.
Well, I took up a lot of time. I don't know if you guys want me to say what else I wanted to say or just.
We can just field our
Move
questions,
on.
right? Like I have one. You got?
No,
your
you could go. You could go. I don't want to. Yeah,
I-
take up too
well,
much time.
mine was sort of a segue, I guess. Rosita. My question is: did Sasha have to die, and was it Rosita's fault?
Why do we blame? I don't feel like that was Rosita's fault.
I kind of blame Rosita.
Sasha was
because
another rogue and a hothead.
She was,
I'm
but
sorry.
Rosita kind of put the bug in her ear.
Yeah,
Like, come
she
on,
came
Sasha
Sasha
with
was
the
a
bug.
hothead.
She was, but
Sasha came and got her.
she put
I mean,
energy.
Rosita.
She put fuel to the fire. Like she already knew that Sasha had those thoughts and she was struggling with those feelings. So she kind of like egged her on to do it.
She
so,
shouldn't
yeah.
have came.
Okay.
She came to the hilltop.
Yeah.
She said, "We got to do this." They went off on their own,
Mhm.
and I
Once
just
again.
don't understand it. When you go off on your own, you make people come looking for
Yeah,
you.
you too.
So
You put
she
the group
made
at risk.
Sasha feel like responsible. I guess Sasha probably did what she did. She's like, they still need you. Why would you close
Yeah.
yourself up in there with them people? Go.
Exactly.
There's still use.
Exactly.
There's use for all of us. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Sasha, you the hitman.
Yeah.
We need you too.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
now you gone.
I think they both were at fault.
They were, but Sasha had a mind of her own, and she showed throughout her character development that she was always ready for it, and she was gonna do what she wanted
She
to do.
felt that
what-
she lost her whole family too.
Yeah.
So she really didn't think. She really sacrificed herself, but then she did put other people in danger.
But was it guilt? Was the reason why she let Rosita live? Was it guilt? Like
Yeah.
I
I
took your
think part of
man,
it
I
was
took your
guilt.
man, and
Mhm.
so
No,
Mm.
go. I mean, why
it
am I
could've been
gonna
guilt.
let you stay out there and I go inside and give myself over?
Some
because
people
They
feel like
got
I have
stupid.
something to do and
Oh, you know.
save
They got
yourself.
stupid.
You
Like,
know what? I think her going back, having flashbacks about, her situation with Abraham. I think that she felt like that was what.
Well,
he
no,
would've
that was
done.
she took the pill, and that's when she started having the flashes.
and guys,
No,
we're
but I
talking
think
about
inside of
Sasha
her-
being captured. That's what we're talking
Well, she was
about.
captured because she ran. She
Yeah.
went inside the gate, locked the gate, locked Rosita out.
And
so she
Negan's
went
camp.
in, took out some men. Negan loved her. Negan had a little crush on her, and he was like, "I'm gonna use you against your people." So
Yeah.
she felt at that point, that she needed to take the pill. Eugene, useless,
I think.
gave her the pill instead of
Eugene,
giving her a
aka
knife.
useless.
Instead of giving her a knife, he gave her the
He
pill.
became an asset.
But I think
She
she
became
did
an
it.
oh.
Oh. Don't get us censored.
Bleep, bleep.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Insinuated.
Bleep, bleep. But I think
Yeah.
she did it because she felt like Abraham would have done that. That's the way Abraham would
Yeah,
have responded.
yeah. But
Yeah.
then you wouldn't have even been in that had you waited. I didn't understand why they did that because they already saw them gathering guns.
Mhm.
Right.
They saw them making moves. What is it? Just not fast enough for you? Who
That's
does
what it
that?
was.
You're supposed
That's
to.
what it
Who
was.
does that?
Heat of the
though?
moment. We've all done
But
that.
they saw. It's not like they still saw Rick.
I agree with
groveling.
you. They were ready.
They were
It just was like you
ready.
said. It wasn't fast enough for
Yeah.
them. They wanted revenge. Come on.
They
that
wanted
was
to be the
brutal.
ones to do it.
Yes, that was
people.
brutal, and they
Yeah.
couldn't think clearly after
No,
that.
but you saw like them at the garbage camp. You saw them getting you saw them
Wasn't
doing
fast
something. If
But
it was
just
like the first
imagine-
few episodes, I could understand it. But at the end, you saw them getting ready.
Yeah.
But just imagine someone coming for us two of us and taking.
But
this
it's got to be
down.
planned. It doesn't make sense for me to give myself up to revenge you.
Everyone
to avenge
knows who is the hothead of the group. Who responds
let's
crickly
play.
without thinking.
Is there
most
crickets
of the
that
time.
you could insert in
that's
there?
not
So
the
let's
point.
move on.
Because I mean, pick a card, any card, pick one.
Let us move on.
Okay, so you got your question ready?
Well, my question was about.
The whole season? That was shade.
I just
No
like to
part
keep
twos.
everyone
Anywho.
informed. I don't like to jump around like some people do. My
Shade.
question
Dude.
was: is Eugene, being that he gave Sasha the pill and caused her to turn, and you know she kind of helped him. She went out still helping her family, her friends. Do you think, girls and audience, that Eugene is gonna be found out by Negan?
He's already.
And
Negan's
if
already
so,
suspicious.
he's
already-
Will he
Suspicious
meet
of
with
him.
Will he have a meeting with Lucille?
No,
I
no,
don't think
because he
that-
needs him. But go
I
ahead,
think that
Patty.
because Eugene is a so-called scientist,
Scientist.
and he's got Negan fooled.
Yep.
I think that he is going to endure at least until the mid-season.
So you don't
That's
think he's
what I
gonna
think.
have a meeting with Lucille?
I
No,
don't think so.
I don't think
I
that.
think
Negan
only
feels like he
reason.
needs him.
There's only reason is because Negan is now his attention is obviously turned to the war.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he doesn't have
Okay.
time. He ain't got time for that.
Yeah,
right now.
anybody got no time
He
for
gonna
that.
punish him some people after he think he gonna win.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he's
yeah.
not going to deal with that right now. He's really distracted right
Yeah.
Mhm.
now. I think. But
He makes-
he's suspicious.
He may
suspicious.
test him
Mm-hmm.
throughout the planning process of the war. He might go to Eugene and say, "What do you think your former group will do in
okay.
this situation?
He's gonna use him.
What do you
Well,
think
Dum
they're
Dum was
gonna
standing
do?"
on the top of the thing when they was getting ready to blow it up,
Mm-hmm.
and
Who's Dum Dum?
Eugene.
Okay.
He's Dum Dum. He doesn't. That's not his name. His name's not Eugene. He was standing on top of that thing when Rosina was gonna blow it up.
Yeah.
So he's fully quote unquote Negan, which is
You think so?
segue to my question.
Okay, go ahead.
My question.
I don't.
My
think he
question
needs that.
is, okay, I'm gonna give a list of people, and you tell me:
Okay.
traitor to the highest bidder, survivor in the new world, or fully Negan.
Okay.
Gregory, garbage people, and Eugene.
Interesting.
Are those people Negan, traitors, or they just
I
trying to
think the
survive?
garbage people are traitors.
I think-
That's
I
my
think
opinion.
they're traitors.
Highest bidder.
Yeah, highest bidder. Definitely
Yeah, I was
highest
gonna
bidder.
say highest
So then,
bidder.
what about Eugene? What about Gregory?
Eugene is saying fully Negan, but I just
I
for
think
something
he's with
I
the
don't
group.
buy
I
it.
think
Yeah, I don't
he's
buy
with
it.
Rick's
He's
group.
protecting his tail for right now, but
Yeah.
I think Eugene could be the dark horse in this. I think
I
Eugene,
believe that.
for some reason, I get the feeling Eugene is not fully Negan, and that he's gonna
He's
help
gonna
them out
use
in a
some
major
information
way.
that he's gaining
That's
to help
very
out.
hopeful, but then why would he allow Sasha to die?
Because there was
She
no
was
other
not
choice.
gonna
She
die.
was
On
short.
the
Yeah,
knife.
she
Well,
was.
No, he would have got
no.
caught if he would have gave
Her
her
weapon, her body was her weapon, and that's why.
But
I
you
mean, it was
allowing
the
her
smart thing that
to
he
kill
did. It
herself.
really, really
I
was
wouldn't
the
give her a
smart
knife.
thing.
I'm
She said,
agreeing
give
with
me a
Patty,
bottle.
though.
She said, give me anything. He gave her the pill.
To me, she would not have made it with the knife. They would have took her down right away.
Yeah,
In my
yeah.
opinion, I think
Yeah.
She was
her
going to
having
die
the pill-
anyway because she would have
Exactly.
suffocated.
Because what he wanted to do was use her as bait, and she wasn't going to allow
Exactly,
that. And Eugene knew
exactly,
that.
exactly.
So I think
He
him
gave her the
giving
easy
her
way
the
out.
pill, he is just like, you know, you're going to be more of a help to do this, and it's not going to be painful.
I wonder if he was giving her the pill to be of a help, or was he giving her pills just to let her die?
Well,
She
he
That's
knew
why
she
he
was
was
going to
not
die.
Coward.
He thought
He
so
was a coward.
I don't think he was thinking she's gonna jump out and be a walker and grab at everybody.
No, but
I
he'd
think he was
rather
like,
her-
well, girl, you
He
know,
rather
Yeah,
her
he
go
was
painlessly.
wrong, but-
he was, to me he threw her under the bus.
I feel like there was no other
Um,
choice in the matter.
So that's my two questions.
Let's
And I
think
have
about
one
the
more.
song. Let's think about the song that was playing. That Stevie Wonder song.
No, that's
No.
Johnny Hathaway.
That's
Johnny Hathaway.
Okay.
Girl, Johnny Hathaway.
Well, let's think
Okay.
about that. That song should tell us something of what was
We'll
going
all
in the
be
minds
free.
of,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
We'll all be free. She
but
was reminiscing and thinking, in a new world, we're all gonna be free.
Yeah.
I have another question. My question is, who do you think left this little soldier figurine with the message?
Ooh.
I
that was
didn't
Dwight.
know.
Yeah, Dwight.
That was Dwight.
Dwight.
Dwight left
And
that
I
message for Daryl.
Yeah, I was happy about that because I was convinced that he was really going to
Didn't
help them.
know,
And then I
right.
got disappointed. Like, oh, no, he
No.
pulled the ultimate.
No, he put the thing because
Yeah.
they remember they were leaving. They
Yeah.
would those little figurines or something between them.
Yeah,
two.
yeah.
And remember, Dwight
yeah.
also has nothing to live for. He has,
Right, 'cause his wife
he
gone.
has, and he was betrayed. He
Right.
was
Yeah.
betrayed
Yeah.
to the highest.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I believe that he has gone.
No, he
to-
left that. He put didn't know, which was
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
So Patty, you had 2 questions. I don't see you with any papers.
Patty
Do her homework.
didn't do her homework. Patty knows the show. But she
Patty
does.
knows
Yes,
the
and that's
show.
exactly what I told
So,
Terry.
what's
Patty
your
knows the
question?
show.
show.
Patty
Like
knows
the
the show.
best
So
of
what do
the
you
worst.
what say you? What say you?
I have just one question. I believe, like I said, I'm gonna watch it until the
Yes,
end.
she is.
I truly believe that every season has its purpose. I believe that season 6, and I agree with some of the points here about us getting prepared for what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I believe that season 6 had and season 7 had purpose.
Yeah.
It you know it about us dealing with the deaths of the very important characters. You gotta have some bad, and you gotta have some
is
good.
true.
You
Yeah.
gotta have some in between.
Yeah.
Sadly, I'm very sad about some of the characters that have left. So my question is why in the world wouldn't you believe that season 6 was important? That would be my question.
Who doesn't believe that?
Season 6 was important, but the
Season
major
6
part
is
of
important,
season
yeah.
6 to me was the death of Glenn and
Yeah.
for
It was
Terry's
the,
sake.
and it was
And
the build up of
Abraham.
Negan. It was the
Yes.
introduction
Right,
of Negan.
that this man is not
Yeah.
playing. It
Yeah.
built up his character like, okay, he's nothing. We already knew he was nothing to be played with, but those deaths, brutal as
He
they
makes
were.
the governor look
yeah.
booty.
Let me
Yeah.
ask y'all something about that though. Wasn't Rick a little cocky?
I thought about
I
that.
see
That's
on
a
the
good
thing
question.
that-
He was cocky.
They come
Rick-
first. We just gonna handle
Yeah,
it.
Rick,
Yeah,
but he
because that's
didn't
what they used to
realize
doing.
what he was dealing with, and
He didn't research.
I have an
this is where I
explanation
was.
for
Wait,
that.
let me just say that's what I was about to say. Even in the Bible, it talks about like no man goes to war without first counting up the cost.
Rick didn't
He
do
didn't
his
count.
homework.
Yeah, Rick didn't do his
I'm not
homework.
gonna tease
Rick
Rick.
didn't do his homework. I like that. I love that sentence. Rick didn't do his homework, which brings me to what I originally was gonna ask. Did anybody else lose respect for Rick in the
I
beginning?
didn't.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
didn't
had
lose
me. It was the death.
respect.
Well,
I
sorry.
didn't.
I lost respect for him because
Yeah.
he began to look
He
weak,
was
and also it was like the
cocky,
decisions
though.
were so stupid and cocky.
Again,
On
we're going back to
research.
the beginning.
On
When
Yeah.
you are the leader, you are going to be praised
Yeah.
or you are going to be politicized.
Well,
That's it.
I mean, you gotta do your homework. If
Yeah.
I
you're
was
a
gonna
leader,
say,
you can't just be like, we're gonna send out people at night.
Yeah.
haphazardly,
They come for
yeah.
us. We just
Exactly.
gonna not anticipating that he got a whole army.
Exactly.
So you're just that cocky. You think it's just him and this little outpost. They were trying to tell you, the people that you actually captured and stuff were trying to tell you, we're all
Exactly.
needed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You didn't go, let me see, this looks a little suspicious. It might be more than 5 people in this.
Exactly.
They got cocky.
They've not dealt with somebody so big as this
Ambitious.
before.
He's just
Ambitious
used
and
to
violent, as he
ambitious.
said.
He's just used to handling
He's used to
people.
winning.
He's used to handling people when they come across them, defeating them, and moving on.
Yeah, but there's no cookie cutter groups.
Mm-hmm.
Each group is going to get more and more dangerous and powerful. We thought we saw something with the governor, but he
No,
fails in
there's a-
comparison to Negan.
I've watched all the things and I know about the comics, so don't come talking about we need to watch the comics. I know the comics and I know there's a
She's
worse
good
group.
with that.
There's a worse group coming.
It has to be
It's a
because
worse group.
that's just the flow of the
It's the
show.
worst
Each
group
group
coming.
gets worse and worse.
Stronger.
But I just wanted to point out something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, going back to the first episode, Negan was just antagonizing Rick, and he was just so merciless. But as Rick always does, he makes a promise. He makes a promise, and I do have notes, y'all. This is what Rick says to Negan after that.
I love it.
I'm gonna kill you. And Negan, of course, chuckles or whatever. not today,
Maybe not today.
not tomorrow, but I'm gonna kill you. And you know what, guys? As devastated as I was about Glenn's death and Abraham's, this is what keeps me watching.
Yes.
I want to see Negan go
Yes.
down at the hands of Rick.
Yes.
My love, you left out something that he said too.
What?
You talking about the end of season 7?
Or
at the beginning.
The beginning.
Because he said the
when it
same thing
opens
again
up.
at the end.
Okay, no, when he,
He
okay,
said,
when it opens
you
up.
can cut my hands off. You can kill my baby right in front of me, Carl. You can do it right in front of me.
remembered it.
But I still told you I'm going.
And he keeps
What a
his
way
promise.
to end that. I love it.
Yeah.
And Rick keeps his
He keeps
promises.
He keeps his promises.
So, guys, what do we want to do? Do we want to talk about,
Wait, make one prediction. We think.
make one prediction? Well, in watching the trailer, all I could say is that it's going to be on. They
Yes,
are
it
ready.
is.
And you know what? I honestly have no predictions about who I think is going to win, because if you compare the number of saviors to Rick, the Hilltop, and all these other people, hopefully they'll employ Oceanside and all those other people. But it still seems like the saviors and Negan's group is just more.
There's
It's just
nobody
on.
that would be watching that
Yeah.
if Negan's group won. Nobody would
Yeah.
be caring about it. The show would go down
Yeah.
as the stupidest ending ever.
Yeah.
So they have to win. But
At least for a
what
little
I
bit.
want to say is what I think might happen, and this saddens me to say. I think that either Michonne or Daryl either have to go in this season or the beginning of the next season, because there's only, like, Michonne is now taking over the role of advisor, confidant, and you don't see as much Daryl
Yeah,
as you
that's
used to
true.
see.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
his ear, Daryl was his wingman, his right hand, his wings, you know.
Ah!
That was it. And then now you see it's more Michonne.
He's
So I'm
falling
thinking,
back.
Yeah.
is Daryl gonna either go away or die?
Mm-hmm.
And then my girl Carol,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if Carol's
She's
gonna
so
go anywhere,
reliable, but
though.
she's the most, to me, under talked about
Yeah.
character.
Yep. Yeah.
To me, it's always Daryl, Michonne,
Yeah, yeah.
Rick. But Carol, to me,
Yeah.
without Carol, they wouldn't have been out of a lot of
Yeah,
situations.
of
Yeah.
course.
Without her, she's a
course.
bad
Yeah.
mamma jamma.
She
Shut your
is.
mouth.
Even in the preview, they show her
Yeah.
holding this big gun, and she's like, "Cover your ears."
Exactly.
So I feel like
Yeah.
Carol is back.
She's coming back.
She's
Yeah,
back.
but do you think that they're gonna? Because maybe we won't see a major death in the first few
That's what I was
episodes.
going to ask also.
But
No,
do
they're
you
not gonna
think they're
devastate
gonna
us again.
end? I mean, in this season, we can't just have them all living.
And they're not.
They're
I
not
don't
gonna
think
all
so.
live. But who are we willing to get? Who are we willing to live? I could live with Tara. No offense, girl. I could live with
Being killed
Rosita.
off.
There's speculation that Eric might go. I could live with that.
Yeah.
Rosita, you know, of the ones.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually be sad if Aaron died. I like him. Aaron. Like, maybe I think Heath is gonna maybe come back. Maybe Heath will come back, the black guy with the locks.
Yeah.
I think he might come back. Those are my things that I'm thinking about. But I just keep always thinking about, I think they're gonna win, but who's gonna die?
Here's
Who
what's
do we
going to
have to
happen
go? Has to
eventually.
go.
I'm gonna Patty. What do you think?
Eventually, Carl is going to survive
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
from
take over.
everyone. That's what's going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
Prior to that, Carol is going to have to go and look for people.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl is going to have to go out and look for people. Who are the other leaders are?
Are
So you think
Michonne
they're not
and
gonna
Rick.
die?
Michonne and
Say that
Rick
again?
are going to have to stay and be the base of leadership. Because they're going to have to get... Negan has... It's my estimation that he has 10,000 people.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
That's what I...
I don't
I-
know if it's
at
10,000,
least
but it's-
five-
A few
5,000.
thousand.
From
Yeah,
what
it's a
they're
few
implying,
thousand.
from what they're implying, though, Rick has
So-
enough people with Rick, the Hilltop, and the Sanctuary. What is that
The
place called? The
The
Kingdom.
kingdom.
The
Those
Kingdom
Amazon
And the
if
ocean,
they're going to
you
need
think
those
they're
Amazon
gonna need the
people.
ocean people,
Yeah.
and they're going to need the dirty people.
Mhm.
But from what I'm reading, they're saying that maybe Oceanside is going to get wiped out by Negan because he's got to figure out who
I
gave
don't
them
think
the
so.
guns.
They're
They
strong.
said that he's going to figure out who gave the
Uh-oh.
guns and find them.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
But
That
that's
would be
my
interesting.
thought.
And that girl with the curly hair that saved Tara, that
Mhm.
she's probably
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
only ones to survive.
From the
Mhm.
ocean
Well,
side.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I think maybe he might come through. Maybe he might come back with somebody. His death is pretty much up in the air.
Yeah.
So maybe he might come back with a whole set of new people, but that would be way off the comics because comics pretty much tell you who's
Well, they
involved.
go away from the comics.
Yeah,
to
but
throw
not
us
too
off
far.
a
Like
little-
you,
Yeah,
can't
one of
bring in
my
a
somebody that I
whole
know said that
nother-
they do stick pretty
They
close
do
to
stick
the
pretty.
comic.
I read the first 2 whole compendiums, so they do pretty much stick to, and they go off a little bit. Like they're saying, Michonne is a combination of Michonne and Andrea, and that Andrea was the first one really to have the affair with Rick. So they maybe, and so now Andrea's pretty much in the comics. So they're saying Michonne is next because they're.
I just don't know what I'm going to do after this show.
But
my
until
thing.
then,
That's my
Watch it in
thing.
reruns.
That's not-
yeah, we'll
Okay.
keep watching it. But until then, we are gearing up for season 8 tonight in our Bernie Mac
I'm a
voice.
little nervous.
We're excited and nervous, and we're just gonna wait and see
Tonight's
what
gonna be good. I
happens.
don't think any deaths are gonna happen tonight.
No,
Okay, I don't think so.
I think it's just gonna be
But-
a setup of things. We're still trying to get over Sasha.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna just
Yeah.
go killing people
Yeah.
right in front of us again.
So we're about 5 hours and 59 minutes.
So
feels like
you know,
New Year's.
yes, guys, thank you so much for watching and for sticking with us. And we're excited about
Yes, we
being
are.
back on, top of the show. We're not going to be playing catch up or anything like that. It's going to be exciting. We're going to keep bringing you the good stuff.
Yes.
Anywho, as always, like us,
Subscribe,
And share.
comment.
and
Share.
Don't come for us in those comments.
You heard what my sister said.
Daryl gonna come hunting for you. And I'm gonna tell
thank you.
him.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for watching, guys. See you
Happy
next time.
100th episode.
Yes, happy 100th.